Hi, Noel Swain here. For over 40 years, I've had the privilege of helping families build lasting wealth. And today, this message is specifically for those of you between the ages of 20 and 29. Now, the fact that you're even watching a video like this tells me something really important. It tells me you're already in the top 10% of your generation when it comes to financial thinking. You're looking for the blueprint, and today I'm going to show it to you. Most financial advice focuses on one thing, investing, and that's it. And investing, of course, is the most important piece of the millionaire puzzle. It is the cornerstone. But there's a second piece. And when you click that second piece into place, it doesn't just add to the puzzle. It multiplies the speed at which you solve the entire thing. I'm going to show you how to lay that cornerstone perfectly. Then I'll reveal that second game-changing piece. So, let's start with the foundation. The one asset that you have in your 20s that I and every other person, basically my age, would pay a fortune for is this. It's time. To show you why your time is more valuable than any amount of money, let me tell you a little bit of story about a couple of guys called Alex and Ben. Now let's start with Alex. Now he started investing at age 25, and he put $1,000 a month into a simple S&P 500 index fund. That's just a regular mutual fund that mimics the entire stock market as represented by the S&P 500. By the time Alex is ready to retire at 65, that portfolio has grown to, get this now, $4.4 million. $4.4 million. Now let's talk about Ben. Now he's just as smart, but he doesn't get started right away. He's got things to do. He's got money. You know, that $1,000 a month is blending it into his lifestyle. But he does start by the time he's 35. And he invests that same $1,000 a month that Alex has been investing. Now, by age 65, his portfolio is worth, get this, $2 million. Now, that's nothing to shake a stick at. That's pretty good. Think about Alex and think about Ben. That 10-year head start, the decade that basically you're in right now, is worth over $2 million. Your youth is the single greatest financial asset you will ever have. So, if time is your superpower, and it is, how do you actually put it to work? It's not complicated. It comes down to 3 practical steps. You build the right tool, and that tool is a Roth IRA. Especially in your 20s, you're likely going to be in a lower tax bracket, a little bit lower than you will be when you're 45 or 55. The Roth IRA lets you pay those low taxes today, and then your money grows completely tax-free forever. That's right, forever. And the withdrawals can also become tax-free after you reach age 59. 59 and a half, that is. It is the best deal you will ever get to become a tax-free millionaire. Now, second, buy the whole haystack, not the needle. Don't try to be smart and go out and pick the next hot stock. Nearly 9 out of 10 people who are professionals at picking stocks, those fund managers who run big portfolios, they fail to beat the market average. Buy a simple, low-cost index fund and own a piece of the entire economy. And third, put it on autopilot. The greatest enemy to your wealth is your own emotions. Set up an automatic transfer every single month right out of your bank account, like a bank draft. Start with as little as $5 a day or $50 a month if you have to. The amount isn't as important as building the habit itself. Now, if you follow those 3 steps, you're on the reliable path to building incredible wealth. You are already doing what I said, 90%, what 90% of your peers are not doing. But remember that second piece of the puzzle I mentioned, the one that takes you from a comfortable retirement to extraordinary freedom. The single most important piece of financial advice I can give you has nothing to do with stocks or bonds. It's this: your income is the shovel you use to dig the foundation of your wealth. A bigger shovel makes the work go faster. Let me tell you about a lady named Sarah. Now, at 24, she was making $45,000 a year in an admin. She saw her company struggled with customer data. So she invested about $1,000 and then a few months of her evenings to get a certification in a software called Salesforce. She stopped being someone who just did tasks and became someone who solved a painful, expensive problem for her company. And 4 years later, Sarah is a senior consultant making $135,000 a year. She took that $1,000 and she tripled her income. Her bigger shovel means that she can now invest $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. She is on a high-speed train to financial freedom. This is the power you have in your 20s. Your salary is not based on how hard you work. It's based on the value of the problems that you can solve. We live in a world where you can learn almost anything online. So my challenge to you is this: stop being just a consumer and start being a student. Find a valuable problem and invest in the skills to be able to solve it. I promise you, that will be the greatest return you ever see on your money. And finally, before you do any of this, you must protect your foundation. You must build an emergency fund of, say, 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. It's the firewall that protects your investments from those life's surprises that show up every now and then. And if you're still with your parents, take a moment to thank them. I can guarantee you they will appreciate that thanks that you give them. They will really appreciate it. They might let you stay along a little bit longer. So there it is, the two pieces of the puzzle. Your time, which equals investing, plus your skills, which equals your income. All that equals your wealth. Use your time by investing consistently, and use your 20s, this incredible decade of opportunity, that superpower that you have, to invest in the skills that will dramatically increase your income. You're already in the top 10%. Now go and build a future that the other 90% can only dream of. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.